I've had the time of my life. VenezSlayers. Like that. Yeah, I haven't got to the, I'm still cleaning the kitchen, so I haven't got to the other part of Super Mario Brothers 2. Now, typically, the Saturdays in 1986 when I was in first grade, typically, I'd wake up in the morning on there was Saturday morning cartoons in the morning, and I'd wake up real early. And then, it was before my parents got up, because we only had, I didn't have a TV in my room at first. It's like, I think it was the only people we knew with the TV in their living in their bedroom was like, it was my grandparents had a TV in their bedroom and in the living room, and then I don't think everybody else just had the boob tube in their living room primarily, because electronics were expensive. And so, back then. Dun, dun, dun. So, if I'm going to get any gaming time on the TV, I need to do it before my parents wake up. So that's when I get on the Super Mario Brothers 2, hit it pretty hard, and my stepdad wasn't like, "Hey, get off the tube," but you understood that your parents got the TV after they got off of work, because that's when they want to kick back and watch some tube and chill and relax and all that stuff. So, my stepdad liked to, after I went to sleep, after the kid went to bed, he liked to spark up some doobies and watch Benny Hill and laugh his ass off and stuff, which I totally understand. Because that shit's funny, Benny Hill show. And all that. Yeah, the infamous Benny Hill, right? Yeah. I could imagine my stepdad, before he died of cancer, just sitting there smoking that doobie going, ha ha ha, just laughing his butt off at nighttime. Yeah. Didn't it? VenezSlayer. Slayer? There we go. Cool. VenezSlayers? Slayers. What's the death count so far in the drug war? I don't know. Maybe it's untold, thousands, millions. I don't know. It's a lot. How many deaths in the Ukrainian-Russian war? I think Russia's going on about 2 million, right? 2 million dead Russians. Taxpayer funded, of course. Ooh. Okay. Don't leave the bank unless you plan to bang. Bombs over Baghdad. Yeah. Yeah. I know most people, when they work and pay taxes, they just go, social benefit. Yeah. Whatever, just give me my paycheck, right? Social Security, Medicare, Medicaid, blah, blah, blah. Blah, 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 whatever. It's not the most exciting thing. Taxes, right? Taxes and accounting, that's about as exciting as bureaucracy. Yeah. Making that shit exciting is very hard. All right. Yeah, it's like my stepdad trying to make accounting exciting to me. I'm like, annuity CD. I'm just like falling asleep. Superman. Don't leave the bank unless you plan to bang. Mom's over Baghdad. Yeah. Yeah, that's a good one. That's true. Oh, don't leave the bank unless you plan to bang. That's for sure. Money is not violence by itself, but it's used to fund violence, obviously. So, and the state usually always in any human civilization has the monopoly on violence. So. Oh. Or so they say. Yeah, VenezSlayers. So adios, Nicolas Maduro, muchacho. Adios. Adios, amigo. Vaya con Dios. Go with God. Oh. Compadre. No, I'm not just quoting Catherine Bigelow's other classic besides Strange Days, which was Point Break. They say a lot of those things in there. Here we go. A lot of the Spanish speak. The cool phrases, yeah. What was my favorite? It was like, I think it was from Spain. And apparently they still do ay, ay, ay over there. Ay, 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 ay. And then it was because they had all these like African illegal migrants. And, you know, they were like, give me some ass, hey sugar, and all that shit. You know, cat calling. And she was like, ay, 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 ay. Made me laugh. It's pretty funny. Hey sugar tits. Woo! You know, that sort of shit. All the migrants looking for the ass. Oh, man. The best part wasn't them. It was her going, ay, 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 ay. Yeah, that was great. What did the old Spanish teacher, even before Bart Simpson, after Bart Simpson, she would say, she said, ay caramba. That would make me laugh too. What calamity. VenezSlayers. All those boat explosions. Exhilarating. All those narco boat explosions. Yeah. Some people, I knew somebody would say, oh, it's like a clear and present danger. Yeah, like the Tom Clancy novel. Except there is a difference. It's way different because it's not like Nicolas Maduro killed one of Donald Trump's friends, like in the Clear and Present Danger, the Tom Clancy novel and the movie. So, And they're not exactly just sending 5 dudes to get their ass kicked and captured like the Bay of Pigs fiasco. Yeah. They're not sending in 5 troops to get captured to get their ass kicked. That's not what we're doing. So this scenario is different than the Clear and Present Danger novel. I know what they're going for. Like there's a war on drugs. And, I get that part, but everything else. I mean, I've read a few of those yarns. A few of those geopolitical thrillers. They're fun. They're fun yarns. Yeah. Oh yeah. Okay, then we got a lunch order now. Yes, he ordered the sandwich triangle, mesquite turkey, and mayonnaise, American cheese, and the Doritos with the Diet Coke. I do believe this is for you. Just call me Heaps. VenezSlayers. Exciting. But what's the big picture? It's all about the big picture, isn't it? Really? What's the big picture? Zoom out from the narco boats being blown up in the war on narco terrorism, as it's so called. What's the real game? The real game. World domination, of course. Like Raul Julia in Street Fighter. Oh yeah. Yeah, hello. A big, 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 big CIA picture of the world. Let's put all the pieces of the puzzle together. What does it all mean? China wants to dominate the world with Chinese communism. That's a big piece of the puzzle. They want to strangle the world by the nuts and own and boss the world and bully the world and tell us everyone what to do. As my Spanish friends say, no bueno. Yeah. No me gusta. I don't like it. So the world doesn't like this arrangement getting bossed around by Chinese communists. So what do we have to do? Well, you have to consolidate power in the hemisphere. How do you do that? You have to expand to get rare earth elements, minerals from Greenland. And you have to go to South America and kick China the fuck out. You have to kick the Chinese communists who unleashed the plague upon the world and killed millions. You have to kick them the fuck out of the Americas, out of North, Central, and South America. You got to get a lot of allies on your risk board so that when World War III does happen, you're ready to fucking go. You're not like, oh crap, I didn't see this coming. You snooze, you lose, pal. Yeah, because when liberty's at stake, everything's on the line. Dun, dun. So we have to kick China the hell out of the Americas. And first we have to start with North America. And so take back all our companies and farmland, increase American manufacturing, produce our own shit, including pharmaceuticals, but everything. We got to be the masters of our own house, as John Fitzgerald Kennedy used to say. We got to be prepared for anything because anything and everything's coming. Robots, drones, AI, all of it. Cyborgs, everything. Just imagine everything's coming at us for a second. Imagine a world where everything you don't imagine is going to happen. No, it's not a Bob Marley song. It's not, everything's gonna be alright, smoke a doobie. No, it's not that. Arnold Schwarzenegger, he'll be back. Did he really make the news? Oh, yeah, there he is. Okay. Arnold Schwarzenegger lays out a plan to save democracy. You're not sending me to the cooler. I'll be back. Put that cookie down. That's... Welcome to the party, Victor. That was a good one, huh? When he tears the guy's arms off and he goes, welcome to the party, Victor. Or something. No, or does he say, see you at the party, Victor. If it bleeds, we can kill it. Is that everybody's favorite? The quotes that I just did? Or is it? You're one ugly motherfucker. That was probably the ding, 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 ding. I think we have a winner. Gonna have to face it, you're addicted to Fent. Fent? Simply fentanyl. So it helps for me to imagine the world as a bunch of game pieces, like Monopoly, like real estate, right? Like war games or like Risk. They're just little pieces of the puzzle. And they all fit together. They interact with one another. It's dynamic and fluid in that sense. A chicken in every pot and a car in every garage. My God, we achieved the American dream, baby. Woo! So Venezuela is just another piece on the game board in play. Yeah, so Venezuela has fallen as a country under the Nicolas Maduro regime. It has collapsed. It's not just a narco-terrorism state, but it's a failed state. Controlled by an authoritarian dictator called Nicolas Maduro. Nicolas Maduro. Nicolas. No, his name isn't Escobedo. For the Tom Clancy fans out there. Just so everybody knows, this is real life. It's not a book or a movie. I wish it was. But it's not. Ooh. So Venezuela has one of the largest oil reserves, pretty hefty deposits, and offshore. They just found this mega offshore energy reserves off Guyana. And so energy is what? Mobility, power. The power to move is mobility is a the to transport goods and services and people is a power. It's a superpower. But you need energy to move and transport goods, people, and services. Did the commercial say check my fart? Oh. Everybody get that? Everybody on board? Okay. Just making sure the dogs were paying attention here. And the... oh, sorry, y'all. Sorry about that. Oh. Ugh. Sorry, that was a stinking one. Sorry. Okay. So, and also America has to become proficient at mining and refining rare earth elements and minerals and metals, rare earth, or it's sometimes referred to as REEs for short, so you don't have to say the long thing all the time. You know, little shorthand acronym there. Trump. My rocker friend who would play bass, he would always say, "Good night, St. Louis," and that was his joke. He never played in St. Louis, but that was funny. Hey, St. Louis out there. Give my love to St. Louis. I would laugh every time. That was like the band's in joke, you know, St. Louis. For some reason, I don't know why. It was just funny. It was funny to me. Funny to them. Ooh, looks like Little Rock is about to lotto rock those storms in Arkansas and Missouri, the show me state. Did the guy say, "Hey, show me" to the Missouri ladies? Oh yeah. So all that energy. Oh, do we need some? All right. Kind of running low on the chicken here. Okay, so instead we'll opt for banana. A bit of a. They had the commercial where the dude's on the banana phone. Hi, how you doing? I was like, oh. Is that supposed to be funny? I don't know. I guess it's funny to some people. I don't know. I'm not other people, so there you go. That's my answer to that. It's not quite right, huh? I mean, just barely there. Yeah. Here we go, too. You need some? You want a banana? Banana? Okay, good girl. God only knows where I'd be without you. Well, I like the Beat Boys and the Beach Boys. You know, I guess I call the Beat Boys the Beatles. Yeah. Why didn't they just have a band just called the Rhythms? You know what I'm saying? Or the Vibes. Some shit like that. Some shit like that, yeah. The Vibes. Everybody, the Vibes. The Rhythms. Introducing the Jujus. Oh. Viagra. My life is an erection. Ooh. Better give me some of that Viagra. God only knows what I'd do without shizoos. Huh. Okay. Well, y'all know what's up, so. Okay. What, dude? There you go. Thank you, Tula, for not being too pushy. No, they used to have the ketchup commercial, good things come to those who wait. It's like, good things come to those that take as much for themselves as they can and leave nothing for everyone else. That's the real law of the jungle. Ooh. Colonel Sanders? Bernie Sanders was probably around when Nancy Pelosi and Joe Biden, when they discovered the 11 original herbs and spices. They were probably around in 1910 when Colonel Harlan Ellison was in World War I or whatever. Yeah. I bet they were. So, if you just look at the world as one big game, a risk, except in this one, people die and get hurt. Okay. So you got kind of like Argentina, kind of a failure state, but it has potential. Venezuela, failed state, has potential. But that guy's in the way. Javier, the leader of Argentina, is on board. You know, he's on board the Trump train. So he's like, riding on the Trump train. Yeah, my master, what shall I do next? You know, my buddy, my master, my boss, what should I do next? Okay, so he's on the Trump train. He's like, woo, I'm on the Trump train. Fuck yeah. I'm riding on the Trump train because it's a good train to be on. You know, it's not a bad train to be on. It's a good one. If you're on the anti-Trump train, shit gets a little rocky. It's like, you might crash or go off the mountain. Yeah, it's not a good place to be. I put this, oh, those are good, huh? Yeah. All right. Yeah. Did you finish? In the bag? Oh, okay. You're all that in a bag of chips. So you got Venezuela, failed state, failed narco terrorism state, run by a authoritarian strongman dictator, Nicolas Maduro. All that oil, onshore and offshore, especially offshore, all that oil, all that energy. Hey girls, share the bed. Share the pally, girls. Hey. Hey. Y'all cut it out. Hey. We done it. Y'all playing Who's Boss? Who's the queen shih tzu of the house? Now, Bella's the queen, and Tula, you're the princess, okay? So that's how we decided this monarchy is going. So that's how this royal family rolls. So CIA setting up B-52 bombers, blowing up boats, naval assets in the Caribbean, probably troops ready to go, right? Okay. So Maduro doesn't want to leave power, so he's set up, 400 troops around him. But we could use Air Force, Space Force, and just blow his ass away. So. And they also have Venezuelan opposition forces against the Maduro regime. They're already ready to go. The resistance, that's already on. So. The resistance. Yeah. So the rebellion, yeah, it's already there. It's already ready to go. And Nicolas Maduro knows that. The time of his regime running out very quick. So I don't think they're going to fool with the land invasion and deal with casualties and possible prisoners of war. I think they're just going to do aerial strikes and wipe his ass out, and then set up a government after that. He'll be in the presidential palace or whatever it is he stole with the military, the Venezuelan military that he hijacked. Yeah. So when he refused to leave power and he held lots of fake elections where he. Where everything worked out well for him to stay in power, obviously. So the U.S. rebuilds Venezuela, and then Trump in the West, they rebuild Venezuela and have a coalition, a friendly government to the United States, and then we share in the oil revenues. India and other countries stopped selling oil, and China to Russia, cut off Vladimir Putin, punish the Russian Federation for their compliance with the evil and mad man. And then he loses all his profits, and he loses one more card on the bargaining table that he has. Goodbye, Vladimir Putin. Yeah, the KGB is dead. The Soviet Union is dead. And guess who's next? Vladimir Putin. So, yeah. The old world is dying. The world is changing. The past world is gone. Just about. We're entering a new world, and there'll be no place for Mao Zedong. There'll be no place for the Chinese Communist Party. There'll be no place for KGB thugs and murderers and Soviet Union sympathizers. Those will just be relics of the past. That's not the future that mankind will have or even deserves. So, don't be surprised to go to bed one night in the near future and you wake up and you turn on the news or you get the notification that Nicolas Maduro is dead and his coalition, his regime is destroyed by airstrikes by the U.S. military. Okay, we have a little bit of thing right here. VenezSlayers is coming. Well, it's already here, isn't it? Yeah. So, God bless and best of success. God bless America. And Western civilization itself. I love you, babies. Y'all are my honey bears, huh? Aw. I love Shizu. Oh. Y'all want some treats? Okay. If you have a treat, a chiku. There you go. There's a chiku. Yeah. It's good girls, yeah. VenezSlayers.